family and friends. I've traveled on the most hated cruise line 13 times. Well, hello, family and friends, on this beautiful day that's been given to us. I'm Grandpa Haven. Cheers, your part-time solo cruiser. And family and friends, I'm going to give you a tour of Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, the worst rated cruise line. And family and friends, I have to be honest with you. I don't see it. I'm going to be right up front with you. I don't see it. I love Margaritaville at Sea. I've been on 5 cruises, I've been on 5 sailings on the Paradise and 8 with the Islander. So I'm not going to hold you too long. I'm not going to waste your time. We're going to do a tour of Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, and let's get to it. Today, I'm going to give you a real tour of Margaritaville at Sea Paradise, the smallest and oldest ship in the fleet, offering 3- and 4-day sailings that are especially popular with budget cruisers and first-time guests. The Paradise sails conveniently out of West Palm Beach, Florida, and it's currently the only passenger cruise ship operating from this port, which makes embarkation day surprisingly easy. Check-in is simple, and before boarding, you will have the opportunities to purchase drink packages, shore excursions, and specialty dining. There's no rush once you're on board. After a short wait in the terminal, you'll board on Deck 5, where you're greeted by the iconic flip-flop entrance. It's a compact space that gets busy on embarkation day and disembarkation day. But outside of that, guest service and assistance are usually handled quickly and efficiently. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of my ocean view cabin. I stayed in room 415, which has a capacity of 4. Now with 4 people, this cabin would probably feel a bit cramped, but as a solo traveler, this space was perfect for me. The Paradise carries a laid-back beach vibe atmosphere extends throughout the ship, including the cabins. You'll notice the colors, the decor, and the overall feel all lean into that relaxed Margaritaville at Sea style. This is also where the Paradise shows her age a little bit. You'll see some minor wear like missing outlet covers and a bit of chipped paint. For me, that's minor and didn't affect the overall comfort of my room. The bathroom was a decent size and I appreciated the space, even though I'm not a huge fan of shower curtains. Still, you'll find all the standard amenities you expect on any cruise ship. One thing I really liked, the curtains were new and very clean, which made a big difference in how the room felt overall. All in all, I enjoyed my space and it was very comfortable, functional, and exactly what I needed for this cruise. Deck 4, 6, and 7 are primarily staterooms, so we're going to jump up to Deck 8. This is where you'll find the Stars on the Water Theater and Bar. I didn't spend a lot of time here, mainly because there were other areas that kept my interest. However, with that said, the craft cocktails are truly impressive and absolutely worth stopping by for at least one drink. And here's the theater. While it's not a huge space, keep in mind this is a smaller ship. Here you'll find performances featuring a variety of genres and entertainers with well-earned talent. The seats in the center are reserved, but they do open up on a first-come, first basis. So it is worth checking in early if this is something you want to see. Also on Deck 8, you'll find the kids play area, parakeets, along with the conference room and Finn's Arcade. Now just keep in mind, arcade games do cost extra. Now in the center of the deck, and my favorite spot on the ship is the Euphoria Lounge. Euphoria features a full bar, plenty of seating, and a wide open layout with some great bartenders. During the day, it hosts family-friendly activities, and at night, it transitions into live, fun entertainment. This space really works well and stays active throughout the day. Now, after the ship, Deck 8, you'll find Finn's Dining, the ship's main dining hall. Now, I'll be honest with you, family and friends, the food is simple, but it's satisfying. Finn's open, it gets very busy, so I do recommend waiting about 30 minutes before heading this way. That usually saves you some time from standing in line just to get a table. Now, also back here in its own dedicated space is JWB Specialty Restaurant. JWB is additional cost, The food is pretty good here. I've eaten here at least once on every sailing. And just as important, every time I sail, I hear positive feedbacks from other passengers. It's one of those spots that quietly delivers and tends to be a favorite for people who try it. Moving up to deck number 9, you'll find the dueling piano bar. During the day, this is a great spot to step away for some quiet me time. It's calm, open, and there's usually a bartender available if you want to drink. In the evening, the bar hosts scheduled events, but guess what? It rarely gets crowded here, which means you can really enjoy yourself and find a seat without much trouble. Just forward of the piano bar is the casino. Now, it's a smaller casino, but you'll still find your familiar slot games and table games as well. Margaritaville updated its policy in mid-2025, and complimentary drinks are now offered while gambling. Now, hold on before you get excited. Yes, the drinks are free, but the wait time can be up to almost about 30 minutes, so plan accordingly. Also worth noting, this is a non-smoking casino, which will matter to some people. Also on deck 9, moving to midship, you'll find everything but sand. This is the ship's main shopping area. In midship deck 9, you'll find 2 specialty venues, one on each side, Margaritaville Coffee Shop, and on the other side is Farside Sushi. Farside Sushi replaced Frank and Lola's Pizzeria, which is now included in the cruise fare. And yes, family and friends, the moment you've been waiting for. What about the food? Yep, we're going to move up to deck number 10. Deck 10 midship are balcony cabins, so we're going to head after the ship. Back here, you'll find the Ported Indecision Buffet, the Teen Club, and the 5 o'clock somewhere bar. Starting with the buffet, just like the main dining room, it's not overly impressive, but it does offer a great variety of options. The buffet is split into 2, and they mirror each other. Both offer the same food selections, which helps keep traffic moving. Also worth remembering, Frank and Lola's, which used to be a specialty dining venue, is now included in your cruise fare, giving you another casual food option. In the buffet area, you'll also find maker sandwiches are made fresh in front of you. Exactly how you order them is exactly how you'll get it. And continuing to the after the ship, you'll come across the 5 o'clock somewhere bar and Cheeseburger in Paradise. Now, I don't eat burgers, but I can tell you this spot is always busy and the service here moves quickly. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments. Do you have a go-to restaurant when you cruise on Margaritaville at Sea Paradise? And deck 11 is home to the License to Chill pool deck. Now, family and friends, keep in mind, these are short sailings, 3 and 4 days. So a lot of times, a lot of people just want to rest and relax. And so that means it gets crowded, especially during peak times. There are also a couple bars on this level which help keep things moving. At the after deck 11, you'll also find the adults only pool area. Another popular spot. You will need to grab a seat early because seats will fill up quickly. And midship deck 11 is home to the outdoor entertainment. This is one of those spaces where you'll likely find yourself spending a good amount of time, whether you're here for the atmosphere, the events, or just to relax. And family and friends, I have to be honest on the sail away party. Now, granted, I'm not a big partier to begin with, but in my opinion, the sail away was less than impressive. With that said, that has nothing to do with the staff. They do a great job. I think a lot of times it just comes down to this is a very local friendly cruise line, which gives the sailing a more laid back crowd overall. So please keep in mind, if you're huge on sail away parties, each time that I've been, it has not been all that impressive. Going up one deck to deck 12, after the ship, you'll find the pickleball area, a little play area for families to get together. And lastly, deck number 14, a deck I didn't even realize existed until the day before the cruise ended. But this is home to the Hemisphere nightclub. This is a very isolated area, making it another great daytime getaway with some great, beautiful views. At night, when it opens, it transforms into a nightclub. Just keep in mind, this venue isn't open every night. Yeah, family and friends. So when I think of worst cruise line, I what comes to mind for me is I think of terrible customer service, which is not Margaritaville at Sea. They got great customer service. They have a great staff. When I think of worst cruise line, I think you look around and like, man, is this ship gonna stay afloat? So that's what I think about when I hear worst cruise line. Margaritaville at Sea is not that. Now, this is what I will say. If you have engaged with other people, your friends, people that's been on a cruise, or you've been on a cruise before, and you've been on one of those cruise lines where it had all the bells and whistles, it was a newer ship, and the food was top notch, I get it. I can see why you say the worst cruise line. But in my case here, you get what you pay for. I think it's a great value for what you get, especially for me and for what other people, Margaritaville at Sea caters to local crowds, and they're on them ships all the time. So family and friends, drop it in the comments. Let me know, do you think Margaritaville at Sea is the worst cruise line? With that said, I love you, and there's nothing you could do about it. Until next time. Come on, Mom.
We can go watch it.
It's your first time.
First timers?
Yep, our first time.
All right, Mom and Auntie.
It's nice. I've always wanted to come on board, and it's a really nice ship.
Okay. That one's the jet lag.
Jet lag is the name on the if you look on the menu, that's what it's called. It's kind of like an espresso martini.
Okay, espresso martini. Young lady, if you don't
That
mind.
is a sidecar.
Sidecar. Bourbon over there.
I think that's an old fashioned.
Now, what do you like so far about the cruise? This one.
I really like that it's not overcrowded.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got my kid, but she's an adult. I just want her to kind of relax and that kind of thing. So, I'm in another season of life. It was a good pace. There's a lot of activities you can pick and choose. You know what I mean?
This trend going on here on board to see which cruise can give us the longest